Hi, welcome to Grace on the Highs and Lows. My name is Johnny. I'm a seminary student and I have bipolar disorder. This is just an introduction to the channel. What I hope to look at is the intersection between faith and mental health. I think there's not enough conversation around mental health within the church, particularly in the UK where I'm based. Mental health can be this taboo subject where Christians feel like they can't really talk about it properly. Yeah, whether that's medication or diagnoses or anything else, really. I'm really passionate about this topic. I think it's really vital to start this conversation, how we can explore having a Jesus-focused approach to mental health. So a bit about me. I'm 24. I'm married to Sophie. I've been married for 7 months now, so still early days. And I'm a seminary student with Crosslands. And I've worked in different church settings before. I was diagnosed with bipolar in 2023, so that's 3 years ago. It was quite scary, actually. I was hospitalised for about a month in total after having a manic episode where basically I didn't sleep for a couple of weeks. I was really erratic. I was doing very irresponsible things. But it was in that time I'd come back to faith. I'd grown up in the church. I'd always been at Sunday school. I had always, believed in God. But it wasn't until this hospitalization when I was 22 that I realized there's something more to this, and that's this person of Jesus is someone I need to commit my life to. And everything kind of changed from there. I think when I received my diagnosis, I didn't really believe it. When I first got it, I kind of ignored it for a year. I took the medication and I said, yeah, okay, that's fine, yeah. And I didn't really appreciate what it meant and what it looked like to live a life with bipolar. Looking back on it, there were definitely signs when I was growing up. I was very emotional, would cry at like the simplest things. If a teacher told me off or someone would say a rude comment, I'd get very upset. And I would go through these peaks and troughs where typically around summer months I would be very hyper and very active, very sociable, very creative, always be followed by a depressive episode where I was anything but. I was lethargic and irritable and very tired and down, and like most mornings really struggled to get out of bed. I think with bipolar disorder and being a Christian, I think there's so many avenues to talk about. That's what I hope to explore in this channel. I'm going to look at everything from what the Bible says about mental health to what practical steps the church can take in supporting people with mental health problems, as well as some tips and advice around dealing with what can be very serious issues. I'd emphasize I'm not a medical expert. I'm not claiming to be, but I have had a lot of experience with mental health, whether that's my own or with other people in my life. I hope to use this platform as an avenue to shed light on what I think is the answer to mental health problems today. It'd be great if you can like and subscribe. More content's going to come out soon. But yeah, thanks for coming along.